Everybody loves the sunshine. Sunshine.
Hello, beautiful soul, and welcome to the Healed Healer Tarot. My name is Angel, spiritual advisor, teacher, and healer. Thank you so much for joining me here on my channel, where we learn, grow, and expand together, working to raise the collective conscious one unique soul at a time. This channel is dedicated to spiritual enlightenment, self-actualization, and aligning to meaning and purpose in life. So if that is something that you are interested in, then you are in the perfect place at the perfect time for the perfect reason. All we have is the now, so whenever you come across this reading, it is indeed the perfect time for you. However, we do draw upon the energies of the cosmos to help guide us like a roadmap towards your highest good and your greatest soul's vibration. This is a general collective energy read for what you need to know at this time. Energy is fluid. That means this is energy that you could have already worked through, energy that you're working through in this moment in time, or energy that you may encounter in the up and coming and near future. Gender is neutral. We all have masculine and feminine energy within us. So with that being said, beautiful soul, get in where you fit in and take what resonates and leave what does not. So we're going to do something a little bit different today. I was channeling the energy of the 12 universal laws. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to do a 12 universal law reading so that we can really see what this solar eclipse, new moon in Aries, is going to bring in for us all. As we embark upon the new world and we embark upon a paradigm shift, an identity shift, like just a complete new slate and transformation of out with the old and in with the new. I really want to see what is the vibration for each and every one of us, you and me included, which brings me to the energy of the first law is the law of oneness. Just realizing that we are all connected for the highest vibrational good. So Spirit just said in 3 shuffles. For knowledge, for wisdom, and for perfect understanding. And so it is. Thank you, Spirit. I am so grateful. I am so grateful. I am so grateful. I trust that this message finds you in sound mind, body, and spirit, and that you are well in all your ways. All right, beautiful souls. So what is the energy vibration of oneness? I love it. We have temperance energy coming out for the energy vibration of oneness. So when we think about the energy vibration of oneness, the thing that we're thinking about is our connection to each other and our connection to all that is. It is an energy that is saying that whatever you have, I can have, and whatever I have, you can have. And there's the reason why there's never any reason to be in competition. There's never any reason to be in the energy of envy or the energy of, just competition, because when I am uplifted, so are you. And that's the concept of the energy of oneness. What is possible for one person is also possible for all. So this energy of temperance energy explains the energy vibration of oneness in perfect succinct. When you really truly think about the energy of temperance, temperance is that energy of transmutation and change, right? We know and understand that we need to have the dark and the shadows, yin energy or yang energy, just as much as yin energy, feminine, just as much as we need to have the positive and the light and yang energy. So that temperance energy is all about the energy of moderation, harmony. It's the energy of merging of the light and the dark, transmuting energy, and it's all about spiritual guidance and healing. And so right now, this is really letting me know that right across the world, we need the healing energy and spiritual guidance more than anything at this time. What is the energy vibration that is coming in for the energy of vibration? And we have the Ten of Wands. Nice. So when you think about the energy of vibration, it describes the universal universal resonance, or the resonance of vibration of all that is. We all have energy aspects of vibration. The physical world, our thoughts, our feelings, our desires, our dreams, every single thing has its own vibrational frequency. Anger, love, peace, joy, happiness, heartbreak, whatever it is. And so we connect through the energy vibration in order to manifest what it is that we desire. And right now, with the universe and what we're all collectively going through this shift, we need to release the energy of stress, the energy of strain. I just heard the energy of depression, the energy of burdens, right? So it's a universal purging and a universal releasing of any of the negative vibrational energies that are keeping us weighed down and not allowing us to ascend as a collective conscious or as a collective good. The energy vibration coming in for the law of action, Two of Wands. Yes, I love it. It's just reminding us to be truly open to changes and to be truly open to moving towards the new. I love this energy coming out. Two is all about connections. Two is all about the energy of choices. But two is also an energy that talks about integration. We're integrating our yin and our yang energy. We're integrating our energy of partnerships and collaborations. We're coming into more of an integration and union. It's an energy of balance, but it's also an energy of wisdom, because we've learned from our mistakes in the past, or at least I hope we have learned from our mistakes in the past, because this is Aries energy as well that's coming through here, and this is Sagittarius energy. Sagittarius energy talks about the energy of spirit. It talks about the energy of going through the soul exploration and going through the soul journey so that you can get more higher levels of enlightenment. And so what we have here is, now that I know better, I can actually choose and do better. So when you think about the energy vibration of action, you're being asked to move in a different direction or to do things differently. So when you sit in that energy of inspired action, what is your actions asking or telling you to do today? What have you been intuitively led to do as far as stepping forward or stepping towards your dreams and your desires? And one of the things that we always say when we're calling in our manifestations, we always say, for my greatest good, for the collective good of all involved, and for the universal collective good, so that we know that it is equal and balanced in all ways, and that what we are calling in for our own greatest good isn't falling on the backs, the strain and the worry of others. As we look at the 1% of the world and how the 1% of the world, I just seen a newscast the other day that like the 1% of the world holds 90% of the wealth. I mean, there's something wrong with that, right? There is something fundamentally, morally, corruptly wrong with that type of power structure, where 1% of the world will hold 90% of the economic wealth. And if you don't see something wrong with that, then there's a paradigm shift, a mindset shift, or something that needs to take place, because we really need to start thinking about the collective conscious as we move into the age or the age of Aries, right? Where it's all about community mindset. It's all about the energy of support and uplifting and community, partnerships, and really helping to advance us as a species as we all go through this spiritual soul and evolution and growth. So now let's look at the energy of the law of correspondence. Ooh, Eight of Swords energy coming through here. So when we think about the energy of the law of correspondence, let me make sure I have enough room to get all 6 cards up here. When we think about the energy of the law of correspondence, what it is that we're really saying here is the world will be the direction of our reflection, the inner world as well as the outer world, as above, so below. So it's all about us taking responsibility for the part that we play in the greater good. And this is based on our thoughts as well as our actions. Now, when I look at the Eight of Swords energy, I think of our programming, right? How we were indoctrined, how we were programmed and assimilated to believe certain things about ourselves, certain things about the world, and certain things about society and life and what the meaning of life truly is. Some of us are bred to believe that all we're meant to do is serve others. And some of us are bred to believe that we're superior to everybody and all things. And so it brings up this energy of imbalance and discord and conflict and chaos. And that's really what the Eight of Swords is. It's an internal conflict and chaos that goes on within the self. Now, the law teaches us about victim roles and victim mentality, right? So when you're living in that conflicting mindset and you're living with the conflicting thoughts and beliefs, what you're perpetuating is more of an energy of a victim mindset. So whatever you're putting out as a correspondent energy is what comes back to you in return. So it's almost like if you feel negatively about you, then you're going to attract back that same energy. If you don't value you, then you're going to run across people who don't value you as well. So this is an opportune time for you to have that mindset shift, because the 8 energy is all about renewal and regeneration, but it's also an energy that talks about transformation and change. It's destroying the old paradigm, the old system and the belief, and truly building upon a new thought process and also a new way of acting, being, doing. It brings forth change, swift action and movement, but it also is an energy that talks about courage. And I'm really getting the energy of the courage to speak up. Often two times, Mercury retrograde, I tell you, with the tongue-tying energy here, far too often we throw a blind eye to things that we know are injustices. Rather, it's an injustice to a different culture, group, or society. It's an injustice to all of humanity. And so when we begin to move closer to community consciousness, we need to speak up for the rights for everybody and not just for what we consider to be the rights for ourselves. So it's all about honesty and fairness in this now. Now we're going to move into the energy vibration of the law of cause and effect. And we have the energy of the Chariot coming through here. So I love this. Balancing out our masculine and feminine energy, but being able to move forward with the energy of righteousness, victory, and success. And why this energy is so important here, because when we think about the laws of cause and effect, the universal law of cause and effect, it lets us know that each action has an appropriate reaction, right? And so even though you may not always understand why things happen the way they do, there is an equal and just reaction for something that has taken place. It's not always, what's the word that I'm looking for? Like right away, or it doesn't always happen like right after. Sometimes there's a time lapse between the action and the effect. But you always have to understand that there will be a reaping of what has been sown. And I think that sometimes we forget that. We're so busy acting and not and reacting, and never really thinking about the effects that it has on others, as well as the return effect that it's going to have on us. So only put out in the world what it is that you would want to receive. And that's really the chariot energy. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. The chariot energy really strongly talks about that energy vibration of mastery through change, of conquering and developing the ego into the superego, of learning from our life lessons, of following the energy of our divinity, of arising to our vibration of our birthright, our purpose, and our highest vibrational good. So this is really an energy that really goes along with the energy of cause and effect, knowing and understanding that the decisions we make today will result in some effect in the future. The universe is a neutral and impartial vibration. It returns what has been sown in a way to rebalance out the energy. It's all about balance, and it's all about karma, cause and effect. So we have to always be mindful of that when we put out certain energies, we're going to reap some kind of consequence or some kind of effect from what it is that we do. Looking at the energy of the law of attraction. And when we look at the universal law of attraction, what we're looking at is the law of compensation. So the energy of the law of compensation is really talking about, the energy of cause and effect, right? It's about abundance and blessings that come into our lives through compensation. The visible effects of the seeds that we sow, they come in as gifts, as friendships, as blessings from others, and also as an energy of monetary resources and gain. And this is an energy of growth. But this is also, the Three of Pentacles is my energy card of each one teach one. And so I'm being drawn to that saying, if you teach a man how to, if you give a man a fish or something like that, they eat for one night. But if you teach them how to fish, then they can eat, they can take care of themselves and eat continuously, right? You know the saying that I'm thinking of. I don't really remember exactly how it's said, but instead of being the gatekeeper is what I just heard. Instead of gatekeeping energy and trying to hoard everything for oneself, right? The 1%, the energy vibration of cooperation, collaboration, of sharing, of building and growth is really all about teaching other people how to receive the blessings as well. Not gatekeeping, but sharing the knowledge and the wisdom so that everyone can be able to evolve to their greatest good. The 3 energy is all about what it is that you create. It's an energy of achievement. It's group mindset. It's attainment of goals. It's your personal self-expression, but it is also an energy of harmony and happiness and connections. So this is really the universe's way of trying to remind us that we need to move into the harvesting period of compensation. If we want to compensate or be rewarded, then we have to do blessings and be of service to others as well. So now we look at the energy of the law of attraction, and we got the Queen of Wands. I love it. The Queen of Wands energy is just talking about your spiritual gifts and how you can use your spiritual gifts to uplift and support others. The law of attraction is all about the things, the events, and the people that come into our lives through our thoughts, feelings, words, and actions. And when we look at the energy of the law of attraction, it's the energy that we place out into the world to attract like-minded energy back. So if we're placing out negative energy into the world, we receive negative energy back. If we put out positive energy, we'll attract positive energy in. So this is an energy vibration that is talking about being the leader, being the influencer, doing the right thing because it's the right thing to do, being the model of, I just heard Gandhi, What is Gandhi saying? Be the change that you want to see in the world, right? It's all about being that spiritual light. And I often think of Queen of Wands energy as that spiritual light, as that influencer, as the person that is moving forward and doing something differently in order to help to bring about this paradigm shift. Not doing the same things that everybody else is doing, but really truly daring to adventure outside of oneself. Now, when you think about the Queen of Wands energy, it is the energy of Aries, right? It's the first person. It's the initiator. It's the person that takes all of the risks. It's the person that, trailblazes and goes out and does it first and does it unapologetically. It's about bravery. It's about confidence. It's the pioneering spirit, having leadership qualities, but also being very passionate. So this is an energy vibration of that new moon in Aries that is really talking about what are you going to do differently that you haven't done before? How are you going to show up in the now? And how are you going to make a mark in the world, right? What is the legacy that you're going to leave behind? What are others, or how will others remember you? What will you be remembered by? Going into the energy vibration of the law of transmutated energy, we have the energy of the Eight of Wands. Nice. I love it. Because this is energy exchange. This is forward movement. The energy of perpetual transmutation of energy is the power of change, any condition. So you have the power to change any condition in your life, but you also have the power to change the condition for the greater good. It's like the ripple effect. One drop and the larger ocean of life will send a rippling effect throughout the entirety of the all, right? Throughout the entirety of the all. And that's how this Eight of Wands energy is coming through. This Eight of Wands energy is coming through to say that all you have to do is move forward with the inspiration, the courage, and the drive to bring forth a different change. Eights are all about change and transformation, but it's really bringing us into the energy of the universal law of applying the principles that will produce change. So putting together new processes, new behaviors that is going to bring the change that you want to see for yourself, for others, and for the collective good of all. The energy of the law of oh my goodness, this Mercury retrograde. The law of relativity. I love the Six of Pentacles coming in this energy vibration, because this is an energy that really talks about the connectedness that we have. Sixes are my energy exchange number cards. It talks about the law that gives us the ability to stay connected to our hearts and to stay connected to be able to problem solve and to be able to teach and to be able to work through conflicts. And it's really all about coming from the heart center and really staying in a place of peace. So relativity is the energy vibration that no matter how bad we perceive our situation, there is always something that is worse, or someone else's predicament or situation that is worse. It reminds us to function out of a state and a place of gratitude. And the Six of Pentacles represents the energy of gratitude. It also talks about our ability to be of service, being of service to others, whatever it is that we need to do to help to support the all. The energy of polarity. Lovers, I love it. Am I off? No, I'm not. This is the energy of 6, 7, 8. Okay. The energy of polarity is 10. Yep, so this is the energy of polarity, which is the Lovers, which is an energy of choice, right? It's like attracts like, opposites attract. The law that states that everything has an opposite everything, that we have to have the combination of the two. And so you cannot have a better card here. It's masculine and feminine energy, but it's the integration, the merging, the connection of the two that becomes the energy vibration of the one. So we have to have that equal exchange of energy and the energy of polarity, that being able to concentrate and connect the energy of the desirable change. So bringing the opposites in alignment together for the greatest potential or for the greatest good, like putting the energy vibration in the same directed focus. So it's all about a choice. You choose to live in an upright, more positive, righteous energy, or you choose to live in an energy that is of degradation and despair, tearing things down. It's like at the end of the day, the choice is truly, truly yours. And what are you going to choose? And why are you choosing what it is that you're choosing? So when you think about the lover's energy, it's an energy of integration, of love and harmony and restoration of balance. It's an energy of equality, but a commitment to love and the commitment to merging of the energy of the masculine and feminine and bringing in an energy of wholeness within the self, but also seeking love and union and being of service towards others. So it's a very high vibrational energy that reminds us of why we're all here. We're all here to be of service in some way, shape, or form. Even the person who did you wrong. I know a lot of people don't see it this way, but even the person that you think did you wrong did what they were supposed to do in this lifetime in order for you to gain the life lesson that you needed to learn for your soul to evolve. You guys decided that before you came into this incarnation. Okay, you gonna shice me and you gonna do this to me and I'm gonna go through my emotions and feelings about it. But at the end of the day, in order for me to love myself more, or in order for me to rise to a higher vibration of acceptance or a higher vibration of faith, or to get over whatever obstacles of ego that I may still be struggling with, I need you to do this for me and put me in the dark night of the soul so that I can emerge renewed. And so we make those partnerships and agreements with each other so that we can help each other to ascend to our highest version. So thank them. Wow, this is the energy. These two energies came out in the energy of the day, and now they're coming out back to back. So if you have not seen the energy of the day, you definitely want to go check out that video as well. But this is the energy of the law of a rhythm. And the law of rhythm describes everything that vibrates and moves to a rhythm. Each rhythm establishes its own season cycle, stages of development, and patterns. So each cycle reflects the regularity of the universe. In order to master the rhythm, you must rise above any negative parts or the cycle or any negative vibration. And look at that, 10 of Cups. That's rising above the influence, staying in wholeness and peace. No matter what you've perceived that has been done wrong to you, you thank them. You thank them for the part that they played in your spiritual evolution. You thank them for the part that they played in your awakening and your awareness and in your transformation and your change. Because at the end of the day, it's beautiful and blessed for everybody involved, and it brings forth a brand new way of feeling and a brand new way of expressing yourself. The energy of the cups is all about emotional connection. Remember, the first law, universal law, is a law of oneness. So when somebody does something to you, they're doing it to themselves as well. There's no way to avoid them doing it to themselves. So don't ever think that their actions go uncorrected, right? Because we already know that the universe is going to balance it out, because every action has an equal and just reaction. So everything is always working for your good and not against your good. And our last universal law, beautiful soul, is the law of gender, the yin and the yang energy. It's all about making them the basis for all creation. As spiritual beings, we must balance out our masculine and feminine energy within ourselves to become a true co-creator with Source. And look at this, Six of Cups. This is making amends with that Mercury retrograde energy. This is past life and karmic energy. When I tell you Spirit is right on with the cards that have fallen in the representative spaces of the universal laws, I cannot have thought of a better card than the Six of Cups to fall in the energy of the law of gender. Because we're all one and the same. We all possess masculine and feminine energy within us, and we're all connected through the vibration of the oneness, through the vibration of the connection that we have with the Creator and of all that is. And so this is really, really beautiful energy. I just thought that this would be a wonderful reading to dive into as we're starting on a clean slate. As we're going through this full moon eclipse energy in Aries, where we're really talking about starting anew and releasing the old. And a lot of what we need to release is the old structures and the old caste systems and just negative ways of thinking and the ways that are no longer supporting the universal collective good. So this is really beautiful energy. I'm going to pull some letting go energy. We're going to pull a couple of different energies today that I thought would really support this particular reading. So we're going to pull a letting go energy, and we're going to see what Spirit wants us to really truly focus on letting go, and how can we bring ourselves in more alignment with what is going to support our own identity shift and transformation, but also the identity shift and transformation of the collective conscious. Okay, thank you, Spirit. I'll do that. And so it is. I am so grateful. I am so grateful. I am so grateful. Spirit just said that he wants me to pull an energy from another, I'm going to leave it like that, from a new deck that I just got. Anger is binding, not freeing. It connects us to another person and holds them in our life pattern. We are stuck in the negative pattern until we let go of the energy of anger and its little payoff of righteous indignation, feeling wronged, and the desire for revenge. Relinquishing anger brings us many benefits. And that goes right back to what I was just talking about. Whatever was done onto you was done for your greatest good. So really, truly learning to forgive a person for playing the role that they were intended to play in your life. We help each other to grow. Sometimes we're the teachers, sometimes we're the student. Even when we are the teachers, we're still the student at the same time. So we learn from each other. We learn how to be better people, or at least we're meant to learn how to be better people. Some of us get stuck in the anger and the resentment and the hatred, and we get stuck in those negative energy patterns, and we don't learn how to forgive, and we don't learn how to trust, and we just fall deeper into a negative cycle, those old ways of thinking, but we're releasing that now. The more we love, the more we can love. Love is limitless. Love begets love. Love has a powerful anabolic effect. Love increases endorphins, which are life-enhancing hormones. The energy of love has the capacity to heal our bodies when conditions are appropriate, opening up us to a higher vibration of love. Repressed and suppressed feelings require counter energy to keep them submerged. It takes energy to hold down our feelings. As these feelings are relinquished, the energy that had been holding down the negativity is now freed for constructive uses. There is an increase in available energy for creativity, growth, work, and interpersonal relationships. That's that energy of I'm getting Aquarius energy. Temperance energy, Sagittarius energy. It's that energy of transmutating and change, bringing forth more positive energy, taking the lemons and turning them into lemonade. A mind that is concentrated on a positive thought has the power to increase the likelihood that the positive thought will materialize in the world of events. The most successful people in the world are those who hold in mind the highest good for all concerned, including themselves. They know that there is a win-win solution to every problem. A feeling of personal fulfillment comes naturally from their positive contribution to the lives of others. So our whole sole purpose in this lifetime is to be of service to others. So I'm going to pull a couple of energies from this from Career and Life Oracle deck and just see. I just want 3 energies. Give me 3 energies, Spirit. What are the 3 energies that we truly need to know right now as we embark upon this major galactic shift and change? Just know that whatever happens over the next few days is happening for us and not against us, because you never know what this eclipse energy is going to bring up. You never know what's going to transpire, but you have to trust. It's all about faith and trusting the process. Thank you, Spirit, and so it is. Yep, Spirit said take the top 3. We have make it work. You have all of the tools you need to succeed, but you have to put in the effort. You excel at working with your hands and fixing problems. Roll the dice. Time to put yourself out there. You are hiding your talents, and it's time to take a risk and step into the spotlight now. Tarped. You feel stuck in your current situation, but you do have options. Look for another job while keeping the one that you have for now. So definitely, I'm getting like starting a spiritual business here. That message came out yesterday as well. It's all about whatever business you do is a spiritual business. That's one of the things that we need to know, that no matter what it is that you do for work, you're helping to provide a service to others. Doesn't matter if you're a mechanic, doesn't matter if you're a car salesman, it doesn't matter if you work at Burger King, it really doesn't matter. You're providing a service for the greater good of all. So we all have a spiritual work. Passion, purpose, and prosperity. We're going to pull a couple of the energies from the Law of Attraction deck from Esther and Jerry Hicks. I love pulling my Law of Attraction cards out, especially during new moon energy, because it's all about planting those new seeds for your desire and really scribing. Right now is a wonderful time for you to really sit down and write your new life into living or into existence. Write it as if you already have it in the now, and really truly go back and think about what it is that you want. Make sure you check out the energy of the day. There's some questions on there to ask yourself as you release the energy of the old and embrace and embark upon the new journey of you. Thank you, Spirit. I am so grateful. This is a really beautiful message. Sorry about the camera there. This is a really beautiful message that I'm feeling with this energy vibration. I can turn a downward spiral upward. As you focus on the best of what you have, even if it only is a small part of your experience, the law of attraction will now bring you more of the essence of that. And so you can replace a downward spiral with a fast-moving upward spiral by simply directing your thoughts more to the things you do want. I will not attempt to control others' experiences. Rather than trying to control the experiences of all others, which you cannot do no matter how hard you try, instead intend to control your own participation within those experiences and by setting forth your clear image of the life you want to live. I just said this. You will be guided in every moment toward a smooth and pleasant path for yourself. And remember, making sure that whatever it is that you desire for yourself is for the greatest good of all involved and for the greatest good of the greater whole. Words do not teach. My life experience teaches. I love it. And it's a 46 energy, which talks about the energy of transformation and change. Words do not teach. It is life experience that brings you your knowing. Reflect into your own past life experience and begin watching for the correlations between the words you are reading here and the life experiences that you have lived. Have you been mostly thinking, speaking, writing, and observing that which pleases you or not? We just talked about it, beautiful soul. Write your life into existence. It works. I'm telling you it works. I know it works because it worked for me. When I was in school, working towards my nursing degree, I would write down my classes in each class that I was taking for each semester. And I would write down, that I was going to get an A in that class. And I would write down, exactly how I was going to transform with the classes and the work that I did. And I would also write down, each phase of that cycle of the transformation that I was going through. And even when I graduated from college, I had a lot of people tell me that I wouldn't make the amount of money that I had written down that I wanted to make right out of school. And people are like, oh, you're never going to make that amount of money. Nobody's going to, they're not going to pay you that much. And it's just that and the next thing. And then I ended up getting an opportunity to apply for a job. And I had put off applying for this job. I was so burnt out after I got out of school. I was not thinking about going to work no time soon. I was just so happy to be done with school that I wanted to just take some time and relax and study for my boards and just really not focus on, starting a new job and learning a new role and all of that thing. And people everywhere I turned, people just kept saying, oh, why don't you apply for this job? Or why don't you, so-and-so's hiring, why don't you apply? And I kept putting it off I'm like, I'm not looking to go, I'm not looking for a new job right now. I just want to take my boards and, study for that. And I wasn't really thinking about it. And I kept getting badgered about applying for this job. And it was a new role. They had never had a nurse practitioner in psychiatry in this particular role before. So it was a brand new role. It was like just created. And I ended up applying for the job. So I go to the interview and I'm being interviewed by 3 different women, and come to find out the employer had come to our school and they were asking, the School of Nursing, do you have any students that you think would fit this particular role? It was working in chemical dependency. And I had already worked and did my social work training in chemical dependency. I had already did some other underlying trainings around that substance abuse and education. And so I had already had some skill sets, and I had already worked for this company in the past while I was going to school. I had worked for the company, on the night shift, and had just been already involved in substance abuse treatment and recovery. And it was working in the inpatient substance use. And I'm like, I just went out and applied for the job. And at the interview, I never forget they were like, you were recommended for this job. And I'm like, recommended? They were like, yeah, we went to your school's open house and we were asking if they had any candidates that were going to be graduating that would fit this particular role. And your name was brought up multiple times. And I'm like, really? And they were like, we really like you. We would really like to offer you the job. And she wrote down on a piece of paper and she slid it over to me. She says, we're offering you this amount. And it was the exact amount of money that I had been scripting and scribing and writing in my journal for the years leading up to that position. So just think, had I not applied for the job because I was so burnt out and didn't really want to change jobs or really think about working, I just wanted to focus on getting my boards taken, I would have missed that opportunity. It was divinely aligned for me. I can't begin to tell you how many people kept saying, oh, so-and-so is hiring. Oh, so-and-so is hiring. I was like, yeah, I heard. And then it was one night I worked in an inpatient psych, and one of the doctors came on the floor and he was like, oh, you should apply for this job. And it was like probably the 10th time I had heard it. And I was like, you know what? I think I'm just going to apply. Not only were they already interested in me, they gave me the exact amount of money that I had already written in my journal years leading up to it that I wanted to make when I got out of school. And I had a ton of people telling me, oh, you'll never make that much money. I had a ton of people telling me that you'll never make that much money. And now I make even more. So, so just to say that it's possible, right? Whenever you think it is impossible, it is truly possible. But that was aligned for me. Why? Because I did the work. I have been writing in my journal. I have scripted and written in my journal a lot of things. I wrote my house in my journal. I wrote several different cars I scripted them into several different things in my life. And then when I realized just how strong my power of attraction was, I remember telling myself, well, shoot, if I would have knew it was that easy, I would have asked for more. But it's not about the quantity. It's not about the amount. It's about the universe blessing you with what you want in the time that you're resonating to the vibration and you match it. And what happens was at each level, I was resonating to the vibration of what it was that I desired. So vision boards, scripting, 369 manifestations, altar work, visualization, all of these things work. And they will help you to truly manifest your life's desires. Why? Because of the universal laws. The 12 universal laws will always provide for you what you are a vibrational match to. So let's talk about money. We're going to look at some of the money and the law of attraction cards. So the first one that came out, I can have money and freedom too. A feeling of being overwhelmed is your indicator that you are denying yourself access to all manner of cooperation that could assist you if you were not disallowing it. As you begin to feel freer regarding the expenditures of time and money, doors will open. People will come to assist you. Refreshing and productive ideas will occur to you, and circumstances and events will unfold. As you change the way you feel, you access the energy that creates worlds. It is there for you, ready for you to access at all times. And this is exactly what I was just talking about. The energy was already there for me. I just had to be open and willing to accept it. Had I not applied for the job, I would have missed out on that blessing. What if everything was always working out for me? When you play the what if game, look for things that make you feel better. There is never a situation in which there is not a way out, but Out of habit, most people continue to choose the lack perspective until they eventually find themselves where it seems that there are no more choices. But as you hold to your intention to look for evidence of well-being and thriving and success and happiness, you will tune yourself to the vibrations of those things. And so those kinds of good feeling experiences will dominate your life, most definitely. And this is an energy vibration of 21. So it's all about the action of manifestation, because faith without action doesn't provide fruit. What do I want and why do I want it? That's key. Your intention is key to your level of manifestation. I cannot begin to say that more. When you acknowledge what you do not want and then ask yourself, what is it that I do want? You begin a gradual shift into the telling of your new story and into a much improved point of attraction. You get the essence of what you think about, rather whether you want it or not, because of the law of attraction is unerringly consistent. Therefore, you are never only telling the story of how it is now, you are also telling the future experience that you are creating right now. Most definitely, your thoughts become things, beautiful souls. Your thoughts become things, and you are a master manifester. We all have the master manifesting abilities. So, this is the final message, the Golden Fortune Oracle by Diana Cooper. Spirit said that this was the message that needed to culminate and close out this reading. This is a beautiful 5-dimension deck. It is really elevating us to this new world and really helping us to see the new vision and to leave behind the old fears and to truly move forward in the love resonance. So let's go ahead and pull an energy for the final message. What is the final message, Spirit? What do you want the collective to know about the 12 universal laws? And so it is. Thank you, Spirit. I am so grateful. I am so grateful. Okay. Dragons. We are also in the year of the dragon. Whoop, whoop. And it looks like more than one message turned over. So let me see. 2 messages turned over. Ooh, this is really resonating right here. Okay, so I have to take this one. Jump shift your life. Tune into crystals. This actually came out the other day when I pulled this deck. Jump shift your life. This is a reboot and a new jump start. This energy, the eclipse energy, is going to go on for the next 6 to 12 months. So this is a really big jump shift to help us all to move in the new direction. When we look at dragons, send dragons to heal the world. Oh, God bless it. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Thank you. We needed to hear that. The energy of 29. This is the year of the dragon. I love this message. Let's see. What does this message have in store for us? This card reminds you that dragons are incredibly important for the future of our planet and for you as an individual. Once you connect with your personal dragon, it is totally loyal to you and loves you completely. Ask it to protect you and to clear your path each day. This is also a call to service. Dragons cannot act without your direction because of free will. So send earth dragons to clear and lay lines so that they flow with light. Ask the dragons to burn up and transmute anything no longer needed. Direct air dragons to blow away the past and blast minds open to enlightenment. Ask water dragons to keep Christ's light flowing wherever it is needed. Lord Abraham, an aspect of El Moriah, is a great dragon master. If you wish to connect more with Dragon, ask him to guide you. In the new golden age, the wise, open-hearted dragons will be respected and revered. That has been your What You Need to Know Right Now reading. Thank you, beautiful spirits, for allowing me to read for you. I am honored and I am truly grateful. If you haven't already done so, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and hit that like button. Share this video with those that you believe could benefit from the messages, and subscribe. Become a part of the Soul Joyner family, where we learn, grow, and expand together, working to raise the collective conscious one unique soul at a time. And that unique soul is you. Until our soul paths cross again, Soul Joiners, I am wishing you love, peace, blessings, happiness, and abundance be unto you. Have a blessed and abundant day. Namaste.
Everybody loves the sunshine. Sunshine. Folks get down in the sunshine. Sunshine.